Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to Esoteric Guidance, and my name is uh, um, my name is Nehru. There's something about this week. Okay, my name this week is whatever. it varies and it changes, and I am definitely. I'm in that place, and that place of knowing this, that I really just pressed record because I missed your faces, if that makes sense to you, energetically. Again, like I mentioned yesterday, and really for the last 2 years, my days have been pretty quiet. They've been pretty quiet in regards to verbal conversations, human interaction. It's been pretty quiet. I do know that for me that is going to be changing shortly. I look forward to the opportunities that my journey presents to me moving forward. Again, your gifts make room for you, and they place you before mighty men and women. Yeah, that's found in the religious book between Genesis and Revelation. When I look at the screen right now, it looks, I see there's like a smile on my face, even though I'm not smiling, and that might seem strange. But when I look at my face, even when this is gonna be difficult. I'm gonna try not to smile and look at the camera. You know how that goes. Not when you say it, then it's hard to do it, right? So, but just in looking, when my eyes refocus back to the camera, I see the image down here because I'm trying to look up here. But I see the image down here, and it just, yeah. And again, that's energetically. Even when this isn't, smiling. So, and I guess that's a good question. Because again, I had no game plan when I pressed record. So what? There's some words that sound negative, and it's just funny that is the case. How some words just carry a negative, even when they are not, right? So the word dirty carries a negative kind of energy, right? Dirty, not clean, right? But smell, the word smell, carries a negative connotation, even though the word smell is not a negative word. So where I'm going with that is, what's emanating from your pores? What smell is emanating from your pores? Because that is whatever you have ingested. That is what emanates from your pores. So, if you eat kimchi, you will smell like kimchi. Right? If you eat garlic, you will emanate garlic. Much to many people's surprise, I like anchovies. And yes, I like anchovies on my pizza. And typically, I get a vegetable pizza with anchovies is typically the way that I get my pizza. Just FYI, if you ever want to order me one. So or share one, whichever. Although you probably wouldn't want my half of the pizza. That's okay. I'm more than happy to eat the portions that I like. I'm more than happy. So there's something about enjoying the portions that you like. I typically scrape the icing off of cakes. You know, certainly the majority of it by far. 80% of the icing I don't eat. Yeah, I like dark chocolate because it's better for you. In fact, I went to the store today and I was gonna get something, but I didn't see anything that was inviting enough, I guess, as far as the dark chocolate or the chocolate section of the store or whatever. But yeah, what's emanating from your pores? Because what emanates from your pores is what you've ingested. So it's said that it is not what goes into a man that defiles him, but what comes out. Generally, that's speaking of your urine, your bowels, your mouth, right? The things that you speak. Generally speaking, it's not the things that you put in. It's not the taco that you put into your mouth. It's not that, but it's the words that you speak that are life and death, or death. So yeah, so give that some consideration. What are you emanating? That's the word. What are you emanating? Thank you, Divine Source. Thank you once again to all of our intuitive investigators and law enforcement, judges, attorneys who are working on our cases behind the scenes and being spiritually led by Divine Source to bring about justice and changes in this place that are very much needed in this 3D place. That is why I am here, and I am is here. That is why we are here. And yeah. Aaron, the gentleman that I'm renting from, who still might be an op, for all I know, meaning recording my conversations or standing by the RV to hear what I'm saying or whatever, but that's okay. The other day he asked me, where do I get my sage from? So, believe it or not, collective, you are making a difference. Believe it or not, you are making a difference. Now granted, he could get that sage and use it for whatever he wants to, but I would like to think he's going to use it for what I use it for, and that's to cleanse the space, cleanse the aura. Okay. So again, Aaron, you might be dealing with an Aaron. Okay. E-R-I-N or A-A-R-O-N. Is there another way? I guess with one A, A-R-O-N. Could be Erica. So, yeah, just really wanted to come on and just, again, I miss your faces. So, let's just do a couple of things here for energetic check-in. Okay, we'll do an energetic check-in. Okay, we have our spirituality laws. Okay, the 7 laws of spirituality. We'll take a look at that. We'll pull some tarot, see how our energy is going right now. See what. Well, I was gonna say what Amun Ra has to say. So what the sun, what the sun has to say, what the light has to say. All right, and perhaps we'll get a couple of angel number cards Alexa, what does Jeremiah 29:11 say?
Jeremiah 29:11 reads, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace, and not of evil, to give you an expected end."
Alexa, what does Jeremiah 29:11 say in the King James Version?
Resuming the Velveteen Rabbit from Audible. There's about 20 minutes left in this book.
Alexa, what is the scripture Jeremiah 29:11 in the King James Bible?
Okay. The King James Bible. By Uncredited. This audiobook
Alexa,
can be yours
cancel.
for free.
Okay, so that scripture reads, and I just like the way it's worded in that version. For I know the plans I have for you,
Generally, by the
says the
time you are
Lord.
real, most of your hair has been loved off.
Plans to prosper you
Your eyes
and not
go bad.
harm you.
You get
Plans to
loose in
give
the
you
joints
hope
and very
and a
shabby.
future.
But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real,
Alexa,
you can't be
stop.
ugly, except to
Okay? So there might be something about the Velveteen Rabbit. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure what that is. That, oh yeah, that's a book. I've heard of it, but I'm not aware of it. Okay? Congratulations. Congratulations is in order. I just heard congratulations. So congratulations. Yesterday on my recording, it ended at 8:26, and at 8:26, at that moment, I was reminded, I didn't say anything, but in the moment, I was reminded of Kobe Bryant at the end of the video that I posted. Yesterday morning. I think it was yesterday morning. So, I'm also thinking about doing a Q&A, a live Q&A. So if you listen to this, let me know in the comment section if you would participate in that. And it's a live Q&A for you to ask me anything you would like to ask me. Honoring and respecting me, of course, because as you know, I have no problem terminating people. So, or beings. I'm really getting away from the word people. So, but yeah, let me know if you would participate in that. If I did, like say like next Saturday or something, if I did a Q&A, I want to do it at obviously the best time, but what if I did a Q&A? Would you participate? Omnipotent. Omnipotent means mighty or infinite in power. Omnipotent. Okay? Omnipotent. There's something about maritime or maritime. Maritime. We're a living case. So collective, you and I, as it strikes 14 exactly on the clock, 14 minutes, 7/7. You and I, or 5, however that breaks down. By the way, this is the year of 9, but it's also the year of 5 as we enter in 55555. Okay, this is the year of 55555. Okay. Also, oh yeah, so also 2025 could be seen as 14, right? You could see that 2 0 2 5, right? 2 5, and then you have the 2 on the other side of the 0, right? You can pull 14 out of that. Again, I'm reminded, oh yeah, this is good. So I'm reminded about the Nestea plunge, okay? And the Nestea plunge is something that I was told about 20 22 years ago. Yeah, 22 years ago at the Rock of Central Florida and Sanford, Florida, when I was a part of the religious sect. Okay? And the gentleman's name, and I mention names, dates, places, times. I mention all of those things for synchronicities because I do not believe that man pays even remotely close to the amount of attention that they need to in order to pick up the synchronicities in life. Man doesn't pay attention to the total of the receipts when they go to the store. Man doesn't pay attention to the clock at the bank that they drive by every day and at a certain time. Man doesn't recognize the repeating synchronicities within their life. So I mention these things every video for a reason. Because man doesn't recognize them, and that is why man remains where man has been. Okay? If you continue to do what you've always done, you'll continue to get what you've always got. Because nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Something about the war on poverty. Oh, I found out who sings the song that I thought I was shared yesterday. So the song is called Now I'm thinking of the song Forever Young, but that's not the song. But anyway, the song is by B.J. Thomas, ironically, last name Thomas, okay? But B.J. Thomas, any of those names might be significant for you. Alexa, what was B.J. Thomas's #1 hit?
B.J. Thomas's first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 chart was Raindrops Keep Fallin' on My Head on January 3, 1970.
So that gentleman also sings that song that I sung yesterday, which I, for some reason, cannot remember in the moment. But it'll, yeah. So, Jim Schneider came to the Rock of Central Florida in 2003, not 23. He's been there many times since then. But he came to the Rock of Central Florida when I had become a part of the Rock of Central Florida back in 2003 when I had gotten out of the military. And that year there were 3 different ministers that came and confirmed that I was supposed to be there, and I was called, I was picked out from the earth. Literally, one of them said, Most High searched the earth. They said, Yahweh searched the earth to join you to this man. They were talking about Steve Parker. They said, Yahweh searched the earth to join you to this man. Right in the middle of church. Singled me out. Hey, you, come here. You, right there. What's your name? Oh, okay, you, come here. Right in the middle of, right in front of everybody. Call me out. Okay? But Jim Schneider, again, Jim, James, any of those names, Schneider, okay, or someone who's German, or Pretzels, Schneider Pretzels, might resonate for you. But anyway, Jim also a mullet. Jim had a mullet back then. He doesn't today, but he had a mullet back then. And when he first met me, we had 2 services that day. That's not typical for the Rock of Central Florida, unless that's changed. But it wasn't typical back then. And he called me up front. And I don't know if this was the first time or the second time, but by the time the 3rd time came around and they were calling me up front, guest speakers were calling me up front, I was like, okay, God, I get it. You know, like, really? But Most High was making a point, and that was, I sent you here. So don't leave until I send you, wherever that may be, to wherever your next assignment is. My assignment there lasted 20 years. Okay. So my assignment with Judy and Kevin lasted 20 years too, because then I went into the military. Okay. And so maybe that's something to think about your life in the little blocks like that. Like, do you ever do that? Think about your life in little sections like that? In between those 20 years, there was 8 years of military. And then you're looking at the last 2 years where I've been removed and I walked away from the religious organization, and that gives you the 50 years. All right? One Jubilee is 50 years, as a reminder for us. Okay? So, he said, in addition to Most High searching the earth to join me to this man, Jim Snyder told me about the Nestea plunge. And he said, I saw you taking a Nestea plunge. He said, when I first met you this morning, he said, you startled me. He said, you startled me in a way that I don't get startled. And Jim Snyder is 6'3" or something, right? He's not a guy to snuff, just whatever at physically speaking. You know what I mean? Most people, most people would not. Yeah, most people are like, yeah, that's a good sized guy, right? So anyway, it was 21:21 just now on the video timer. That might be significant for you. Listen to the birds. Singing a beautiful tune, delivering messages to us. There's been a crow that's been here recently over the last week, probably 2 or 3 different days. There's been a crow. They're squawking a little bit. Sometimes when I'm meditating, other times just when I'm in thought and still meditating, meaning. Okay. But yeah, he told me about the Nestea plunge, and I'm reminded about him sharing those words with me. I don't know if he even remembers those words. But that Nestea plunge, Jim, what I've come to realize, and I know I've shared this in other videos, but what I've come to realize about that Nestea plunge is when he told me, he said, and I saw you put your arms out and just fall back. And you did not know where you were falling. You did not know if you were going to be caught. You did not know. He said, but I want to give you a push into that direction, right? And he kind of nudged me. I want to give you a push into that direction. Kind of pushed me. Okay. Symbolic. And so all of those ministers 22 years ago were confirming where I needed to be for that season, for that time, for those moments. And I had some great moments at the Rock of Central Florida. Some really great moments at the Rock of Central Florida. I remember when I decided that I was done running in 2007. Okay, I had been frustrated, gotten out of the military, career wasn't, job, occupation, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't call it a career at that time. It wasn't doing much. Okay? $9 and $10 an hour jobs. And interestingly, that's not the case. It was my second employment opportunity after 2007. So after my total commitment and never looking back, recommitment. Let's talk about recommitment. Some of you are in that recommitment phase, or you need to be if you're not. Your journey is no one else's responsibility. Your journey is no one else's responsibility. You might want to pawn it off on someone and blame your mama, blame your daddy, blame your kids, blame your mama, maybe there's something about blaming your mama. Confirmation burden. Okay, so a mother is to blame. And perhaps a father too. Perhaps you and I are to blame to some degree, and I know I am. I recognize that the enemy, and at times, just at times, the enemy has brass balls Z. Boldness. Just flaunted their whole plan in front of my face. The enemy has done that. The enemy has stood in front of me and said, I'm going to rob you. And then commenced to trying to do it. The enemy's done that to you too. Because you've had your Adam and Eve in the garden moments. You have. You've had your David and Bathsheba moments. You have. Again, today I hope, it was 25:52 on the timer. Today I hope that you've forgiven yourself and you still love yourself despite those choices. And if you don't, then that just means that there's more healing to do. Okay? If you would like to get in touch with me, I haven't said that in a minute. You can email me at theencourager333@gmail.com. Yeah, I'm thinking about all the people that has that information, but they don't use it. Authorities who have my phone number. Whoever. Again, like I stated yesterday, there's a lot to say, but there aren't a lot of people talking at the moment. Not to me. So, let's go ahead and take a look at our Laws of Spirituality book. Okay, so the law of intention and desire. Okay, and so we are looking at section 5. So let me open it a little so a little light. Okay, so here we are. The fifth spiritual law of success, the law of intention and desire, says that our intentions and desires, when released in the field of pure potentiality, have infinite organizing power. Okay? And so I'm reminded of Abraham Hicks. Okay? And if you do not know who Abraham Hicks is, you can look them up. It is 318, which is 666. And it is good. Whatever it is, good. 666 is good. It is good. Okay? Just by introducing an intention in the fertile ground of pure potentiality, we activate this field and put its infinite organizing power to work for us. This isn't a mystical notion. Every time we have a desire to walk or lift our arm, our intention incites millions of chemicals and electrical impulses that obey fixed laws of nature. The fifth spiritual law says the intent in every desire that inherent in every desire are the mechanics for its fulfillment, and these mechanics apply to the desires, or to desires reaching far beyond the physical body. Okay? And so we're talking about setting your intentions for the desires that you want to see. Again, for the changes you want to see, whether those changes are in you or those changes are in the world around you. And wow, I feel like I am really shining. And so be it. In that way. So, your intentions. So, good examples. Good intentions, bad heart. Good intentions, good heart. Okay? Good intentions, good heart. I see a coworker who's been tasked with something on top of their other duties. Me, I'm a generous person and unconditioning loving being. I offer. There's something about taking or emerging. Do you take the offer or do you emerge? I don't know. What's the offer? The offer could help you emerge if you take it. But if it's the wrong offer, speaking about intentions, if it's the wrong offer, you could take that offer and then miss out on emerging. Okay? All right. It's 321, 777. So, bad example or a good example with good intentions, good heart, and you offer to help that employee. Hello, John, Susie, Mary, Marks, James, whoever, right? Again, all those names, any of those names. You need a hand or, right, whatever. Send them an email, message, office message, whatever, okay? Good intentions, good heart. Bad intentions, bad heart, okay? You can't have good intentions and a bad heart. It doesn't work that way. You can't have good intentions. You can't have bad intentions with a good heart, and you can't have good intentions with a bad heart. Whatever your intentions are, that is what your heart is. So if your intentions are to rob, cheat, steal, kill, and destroy, that's because that's what's in your heart. To rob, steal, cheat, kill, and destroy. And again, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Always remember that, as it was 32:23 on the timer. And again, there's something about that. It was 32:23 and it's 3:23. So there's something about that. Again, fives. Okay? So a good example of bad intentions with a bad heart. I love you, but I'm unfaithful to you. I love you, but I mistreat our children. I love you, but I'm never home on time. Always home way after hours with no explanation other than I had to work late, 33:03 on the timer. You asked to see my phone. I want to know why you want to look at my phone. I can tell you for a fact that anytime anyone I've ever dated wanted to look at a phone, I've never been with anyone who've asked that. Now, they may have looked in without my knowledge, okay? Just like writing in my journal, but again, that's when someone shows you the ugliness of their intentions in their heart, speaking about intentions, trust that. Okay? And keeping with the whole bad example or good example of a bad heart, bad intentions. I can't love you. So let's say this. You've exiled people from your life. Confirmation with that kick on. You've exiled people from your life. You exile people from your life. They come back or want to come back to you. If they come back to you and tell you that they loved you, even though you know they tried to do something to ruin you, your reputation, steal from you, your job, your company, rumors, somebody comes to you and tell you that they love you, and yet you know the bullshit that they have thrown at you, confirmation again with the motorcycle. I'm on it. Okay? This is exactly what Most High wants me to release at this moment. Okay? Let me tell you what you need to say to that individual. I'm going to be nice and say nothing. You just need to not even entertain that. That's the loudest thing you can do. Okay? But if you feel like saying something, get the fuck out of my face, Mike. Yeah. Okay? So, on the bottom of the deck, we have commitment, 606. Okay? You do not have to take anything from anybody. Trust me. Trust me. Kids that you have under your authority, meaning they are they are not of accountability. They have not reached the age of self-accountability. Outside of that, please let others do what they want to do. If they want to walk out, let them motherfuckers walk out. If they want to cheat, you walk out. Let them do whatever they want to do, because when they do that, they show you their intentions, and when they show you their intentions, you will have more information to make the concrete, firm decision that you need to make in order to continue to move on with your life, leaving them in the past. One, two, three, four on this split. Okay. For good luck, I don't believe in good luck, and if I ever say good luck, it's sarcastic. And good luck. If I ever tell someone good luck, it's French for fuck you. Okay? So this is the way that I typically use good luck. You want to come against me? Good luck. And I just give one of them mamba looks like. Okay. Okay, the song is coming back now. I'm hooked on the feeling. And I sung the words wrong yesterday. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I said your face is sweet as candy, but the words are you taste as sweet. Or you taste as sweet as candy. Sweet as candy. Taste stays on my mind. Get me something for another glass of wine. Yeah, B.J. Thomas. I went to B.J. Ward Elementary School in Bolingbrook, Illinois for 2 years. In the 7th grade is where I met the woman that I married, who left me for Kevin. Those of you who do not know, he's a polygamist and a fake father. He's not my biological father, but I thought he was my father and my dad growing up. And then at some point in my, I don't know, my first inclination that he was not my father probably happened somewhere in my 20s, probably. Maybe late 20s. Okay? So let's take a look and see what angel numbers we have today. Thank you. May we have one more, universe. We thank you for this day and the time that you've given us. Oh, you've given us 2. Beautiful. So we have 4 today. Might be something about the number 4 in your journey. So let's take a look at our cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 that actually came out. Okay, so good fortune. This is what I call favor. Okay, so I call good luck favor. Again, unless I'm saying that to somebody. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, also that's 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. From 1, 2, 3, 4, you get every other number combination in the world, or possible. From 1, 2, 3, 4, you get every other number combination possible. It's 3:30 on the clock. Okay, and my left leg is warm. Okay. From the number 1, 2, 3, 4, you can get every other number combination in the deck, in the whatever. Okay. So, you are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall, it says, to pieces. So, we'll see. But I take that to mean in place as well. 4110 on the video timer. 0808. Swift action. Something about Jack and something that Jack needs to submit, or something that Jack submitted. Confirmation burp. 2 of them. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. Okay? 0808. 1441, 1441. I've been saying 144. Ooh, a lot. Or 441. Okay? Unique skills. Okay? So with that opportunity that's coming towards us, we will need to tap into some unique skills, perhaps learn something new. We might need to listen to someone else for a moment to pick up some wisdoms about whatever it is that we're going into, or ways to go about doing certain things. Again, you could be born with all the gifts and talents of a Shaquille O'Neal, but if you do not have the right coach, again, there's plenty of 7-footers who couldn't dribble a basketball for one length of the court successfully, okay? Because that either wasn't their desire, or they did not have the right coach if it was their desire, okay? So again, remaining teachable, as it's 3:33 on the actual clock, Mountain Standard Time, and 43:06. Okay, so be teachable, and also understand that you don't have to do or say anything that you don't have to do or say, or don't want to do or say. Excuse me. Okay, so one of the things that I've been giving thought to recently for me is, if my story goes public, my responding to the media, because I am such a frank person, and that might be a name for someone. I'm just a no BS kind of person, as it's 44 minutes exactly on the timer, speaking of fours. I'm just that way, okay? And so, yeah, or on a talk show or anything, I've been thinking, so I don't know. I'll be aware of what I say, and I guess they should try not to ask dumbass questions. That's fair. I will pay attention to what I say, and they should be conscious of what they ask and don't ask dumbass questions. And if I know energetically that they purposefully ask dumbass questions, 44:44 on the video timer, then I will give an appropriate answer. Okay? But I've been giving thought to that recently. Okay? So the opportunities that are coming into us, It's that time, unique skills, we're on angel number 1441. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. Again, see, I was just speaking about that. Again, being open. There are skills and things. So this is me, okay? So I am unique in this way. I am not a Billy Carson in that I have studied all of these things and I have a doctorate degree and all of that. No. I'm not that kind of leader. Okay? I'm not the one to go get several books. And again, there's nothing against Billy. His wisdom and knowledge is great, and I call it more knowledge than wisdom. But it's amazing and it's great, okay, because it's picked up from books, okay? But I am an esoteric being. My desire is not to read a bunch of books and then show humans how to live based on those books. My desire is to energetically and esoterically show humans how to live without a book. Because humans have had a book for how many years now? It's called the Bible or some other religious form of it. And what have they done with it? So my goal here again is not just to talk the talk. I've manifested the healings. I've manifested the whatevers. I've in this body, and there's proof. You want to see the mark from where the kidney is? Right? I manifested these things. Okay? And this is what separates me from a lot of the other motivational speakers or spiritual gurus or whatever else. I don't know what Sadhguru has manifested. Okay? I have nothing against him. But I am the real true artifact. And I don't say that braggingly. I say that with humility and also with a great deal of pride and understanding. Too much is given, much is absolutely required. Absolutely required. And this is why I function the way that I do today. Okay? So with our skills, collective, soul tribe, understand, there might be opportunity to pick up something. So the individual, let's say for instance, the individual who is extending this opportunity, let's say they are also a healer, Reiki master, but they've been a Reiki master for 20 years. There's definitely things that I could learn from a Reiki master in regards to processes and techniques and things like that, because I have not been a Reiki master. I got my certificate last year. I've been a healer for 10 lifetimes on this planet. But I've been a Reiki healer, specifically as the world identifies it today, not for very long. So there are probably techniques that I could pick up from them. They can't tell me how to alchemize and manifest. Okay? I do that on my own, and I do it well. Okay? There might be something I could show them about alchemizing. Okay? Because again, I recognize strengths and those things that I am not as strong in, and I'm honest about those things. And perhaps, again, there's a call for some of us, others, to be honest about those things. Okay? Be honest about what you're good at, honest about what you are, who you are. Okay? Honesty. Right? It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of priority right now. Collective. All right. And then last, we have starting over. How beautiful. Starting over. Okay, so let's take a look. Angel number 101. Starting over. Happiness is linked to self-expression. So we have I like putting all these little things together. I'm gonna have so much fun with our kids. They're gonna be like little Nikola Teslas running. We're gonna have so much fun. Okay. So it's so we have self-development. Okay, it's a time for intense self-development. We got that with the 144, and then okay, we have self-expression. So self-development and self-expression right now. Growth and experience. Learning from failures is key. Okay, again. It's how you get better. It's how you ascend. Okay? You don't get better by going around the mulberry bush. The same mulberry bush. Okay? You don't get better by turning a mountain into a molehill, or turning a molehill into a mountain. Okay? You do get better by turning a mountain into a molehill. Okay? It's amazing to me what the size of a mustard seed of faith can do, and it's also amazing to me how large that mustard seed needs to be at times. Does that make sense? So a mustard seed in actuality is like yay. Okay? But sometimes the mustard seed you need in order to move that mountain is yay. That's just spiritually speaking, that's just how it is. In the natural, 2 + 2 will always be 4. Spiritually speaking, highest divine white light says 49, and if it is 4, and if they say it's 49, if you're answered the question, or if you're asked the question spiritually, you better answer 2 + 2 is 49. Okay. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Even if it's only in nature right now, and that's the only place you can find it. If you only find it in your solitude, that might be difficult. I've been in solitude for, again, some years now. Trust me, even in my different, from where I was living in Florida to where I'm currently am in Arizona, that was solitude the last 2 years I was there, and so is this solitude, right? It's just, I just relocated from the East Coast to the West Coast, and there might be something about East, West, North, South, whether you're in the North and someone significant to you is in the South, or vice versa, however that goes, however that resonates for you. Okay. Understanding its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's the little things and the big ones, and that is so true. People say it's the little thing. No, it's both. It's both. That's like saying a marriage is 50-50. That's asinine, and no wonder 50% of marriages, if not larger percentage today, end in divorce in America. Marriages aren't 50-50. Marriages need to be 100-100 as it turns 3:44 on the clock, Mountain Standard Time. Okay? If I give you 50% of me, how happy do you think you're going to be, and how long do you think our relationship is going to last? Platonic or romantic? How do you think that's going to last? How long? If I give you 50%. You're telling me about an issue at the job, and only half my mind's on what you're saying, and the other half is like, really? 53:53 on the video timer. Okay, 8:8. That's okay. After action, swift action. Coming in, swift action. I certainly hope so, because I am bored for the most part. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a couple of tarot. And thank you, by the way, for being a part of the Journey Collective. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for being a part of the channel. My desire for the channel, the immediate desire, is that the shadow banning would cease, and that my videos would reach all the who need to reach freely. That's the immediate desire for the channel. So it was 55:05 on the video timer when I looked up there. So how's your day, collective? How are you doing? How's the weather where you are? It is, I think the high today is 61. Again, that could be a 5 or a 7. One day, I would like to have an energetic dance party with you. Call it a sacral party. A solar plexus sacral party. And just dance the night away. And got the Bee Gees now. Should be dancing, yeah. Thank you, Arabat Abarat. You are merciful, and your plans go far beyond what the single mind or even purpose. Okay, so the 9 of Cups one is peeking out there. So with the 9 of Cups, we're looking at coming out of stagnation. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the 10 of Cups here in a moment. Okay. Also, doing it on your own, you are enough. Okay. Whoa. All of this came out at once. Woo. Jeez. Let's take a look. So we have the Knight of Cups. I said the 10. So we go from the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. To the Knight of Cups. So we go from the 9 to the Pentacle, to the top. Okay? And again, opportunity. So the opportunity that's coming will put us into this energy, should we choose to accept it. Then we have the 4 of Wands, which is a celebration. Okay? For some, it's a celebration of life. And if you understand what I mean, death comes in 3s. Okay? 2021. Trying to think. There were 2 that I recall. My cousin Daryl, or I grew up believing he was my cousin. Again, Judy and Kevin are my parents, so changing all of that lingo and my reference to who they are, right? And Daryl also is with me, and yeah. So heavily last week, and he was telling me what his brother and sister Christy and Brian have been up to, and why his mother Carol died last year on 12/22. Okay? But 4 of Wands is a celebration. Again, celebration from one phase to the next. There's a picture of a burger on the screen. I'm actually going to have a burger today. I just went to pick some up. I don't eat meat every day. So yeah. And yeah. I just eat meat less and less for whatever reason. When you ascend, your appetite does change, that's for sure, because what you desire, your palate spiritually and physically changes. Okay? So celebration coming in with this offer. So this could be, if you resonate with this This could be the opportunity and the love at the same time. It could be a Big Mac. That burger that I saw was a double cheeseburger. So this could be a double cheeseburger. Okay? I also like vegan. I've also had good vegan patties also too. Right? But yes, all right? Opportunity, then celebration. So the celebration could be the staff welcoming you in. Okay? It could be this new collaboration, whether it is platonic, romantic, right? Whatever. Okay? Right? You could be heterosexual, they could be heterosexual, and it could just be a business collaboration. Okay? And then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay? So someone in agony and defeat. And there might be something about the feet. Confirmation birds. So there might be something agony of defeat. The feet. Agony of the feet. Okay? Whether gangrene. What are illnesses of the feet? Gangrene, tinnitus. Plant fasciitis, plant fasciitis, whatever that is. Heel spurs. Diabetes affects your feet a lot because the blood doesn't flow to them, so you have to have them amputated, toes, what have you. That might be something. Woo! Somebody might be having a foot amputated or losing a foot or a leg, whether it's for diabetes or something else. Okay? Those are the ones that are going bye-bye, I just heard. Those are the ones going bye-bye. There's something about a charger that leads to, or charging that leads to. Charges that leads to. Charges that leads to. Charges. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay? Deficit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the Disco Inferno down there. Okay? Disco Inferno. Are those images of people? Looks like two beings down there, doesn't it? Or some beings down there. Right in here. Right? So deficit. Not even at a Five of Pentacles. A deficit. Trying to pay a $10 bill with a $3 bill. Did you get that? Trying to pay a $10 bill with a $3 bill. So you get a bill, the bill is for $10. You go and try to pay the karmics are trying to go to pay the bill with a $3 bill, with fake money. Money that isn't theirs, or what have you. That's them. Okay? Lastly, we have the good old devil. Faithfully wicked as always. Okay? So again, the devil, just like death, is not a bad thing. Embrace death, embrace the devil. Okay? And when I say embrace the devil, I don't mean to be demonic. When I say embrace the devil, I mean embrace your dark side. Okay? Again, you sit there and you observe people's intentions as we're talking about here. Okay? And I wonder if Rick Chopra has anything to do with what's going on with me, because he had information to my Wells Fargo account. He had the account number and the routing number. He would put deposits into that account that was closed. Wells Fargo closed that Wells Fargo account, or closed off my access to it. True story. Okay? But this was the account, or Rick Chopra is the name of the gentleman. His name's actually Rotil or something like that. But, yeah. Okay, so Rick or Chopra might be significant for you. So embrace what the enemy shows you. When they show you who they are, believe them. Just like when the good people show you who they are, believe them. And when I say good people, I mean people that come with unconditional love. Because if you treat them like shit and they leave, that's your fault. Understand that. If people come with unconditional love and they treat your unconditional love like shit, leave them. And I mean ASAP. Leave them. They are no good for you. Do you understand that? They are no good for you. People wonder why their life continues in the same cycles. Why do I always get crappy guys after you just left the last alcoholic that you picked up at the bar? What do you think you're going to get when you go to the bar? You're a high vibrational being. What do you think you're going to get, or you're supposed to be, or you know you need to be, and you don't? What do you think you're going to get when you're going out to the club? Guess he said he has a Lexus. What's next? You're heading to his car for some sex. As I pass by, hold back tears inside, because Lord knows, for years I tried. It's like your mind don't understand. Plotting and scheming, something on the man. Keep your legs closed, keep your head up, legs closed, eyes open. Either a nigga wear a rubber or we die smoking. I love you like a sister, but you need to switch. And that's why we called you bitch. I bet you. That's Tupac, baby. Wonder why they called you bitch. Alright? So yeah. This is beautiful. I like it. There is definitely great separation here. I like the fact that there's 6 cards or total, okay? These and these. Okay? So collective. Is there anything else, Most High, that we should speak about? Again, I missed your faces, so wanted to come on and just take my time and sit and share and just, again, because I'm bored. It's not much to do. I'm just really waiting on the Calvary. I just heard that. I'm just waiting on the Calvary. I'm just sitting, chilling. You know what I mean? Waiting on the Calvary to come in. Still getting downloads, still making notes, writing in journals, still doodling, do a little whatever here and there, still time out in Gaia. Went for my walk this morning, or yeah, it was still morning, 11 something. I was waiting for it to warm up to where it would be okay. Again, I'm not a cold weather fan person. I am not. Okay. So, let's take a look. Let's get a couple of Egyptian oracle cards. Alexa, what is the meaning behind the wolf moon?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. The meaning of the wolf moon, which occurs with the first full moon of the year, is to attract positive energy to start the new year in the right spirit. The association of the moon with the wolves also concerns the nocturnal mood and the instinct of protection of wolves towards puppies.
So there could be something about wolves and that. You might be a wolf spirit too, also. Or you might follow Astro Wolf. If you know who Astro Wolf is, then you know. So we have Ra on the front. Come on, Ra. Come on, baby. Come on. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you too. Good. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Whoever you are, DM, let's have a party. Let's do it up. Okay? Even if it's just us. 11:11 on the video. 11:11 on the video timer when I said that. 11:11 on the video timer. And it's 4:01. Come on, come on, come on. Let's have a party. So, and again, it could be just us. I don't care. I have private personal parties a few times a week. Trust me. Again, it could be nothing other than me and frequencies and energetically moving about. Love you, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Love you, buddy. You are one of the bright lights in this place. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you are one of the bright lights in this place. David Bowie, you were one of the bright lights in this place. You were one of the bright lights in this place, David Bowie. Kurt Cobain, you were one of the bright lights in this place. And I love you. Come as you are, baby. Come as you are. So, Ra's with us. We know that. All right. Then we have Capri for, guess what? For change. Guess what? Capri for change. Okay? For change. Alexa, who is the Egyptian deity Hepri?
From Amazon.com.au. Massey argues that the Hebrew god Yahweh was originally a part of the Egyptian pantheon of deities,
Alexa,
and that the Israelites...
cancel. I didn't ask anything about Yahweh. Did I? It was 1:13:33 on the video timer. Okay, so change. Are you ready for it? I am. You might be seeing Beatles. It's a little cold for Beatles, but you might be seeing Beatles. Okay. Beetles are protection. Okay, that's what beetles represent. They're hard shell, right? Or armadillos, okay? Hard shells. Okay? It's also interesting to me that animals with hard shells move slow. It doesn't mean good or bad. It's just a recognition. Okay. Something about LA. Also, we know about the LA fires. For those of you who have seen that news, most of us have, I'm sure, if not all, who view this, about the LA fires, and peace and comfort to those who have lost both property and deities that have ascended. Okay, understand that they are not lost, but just in a different place. Okay. And now we have Hathor for intelligence. Okay, 14. Okay, so we have 18. Okay, for Hepri. And then we have Hathor for intelligence with 14. Again, We're talking about fours. Fours. The difference between 14 and 18 is 4. Okay? The number between those two numbers, 4, 4, 4, 4, 16. We're talking about fours. Okay, and the last, woo! Mayat, baby. Check it out. Okay? Might be something explicit, or you might be working with an explicit artist, or find that something is explicit, or whether someone shared that with you or showed that about you or whatever. Again, I've said many times, anyone who has a video or secretly recorded me doing sexual things, I can guarantee you that that's going to put me on the map. You know why? Because I'm blessed, motherfucker. That's why. That's why. Probably grown since you seen it. Get the fuck out. Get out of here. So, if they want to do that, do it. That's going to backfire like a mother. Because I'm blessed in all ways. Okay? So, Mayat. Thank you, Mayat. I've been talking to her all week. She's been showing up energetically all week. Not only that, there are also others who have been recognizing her as well. There was chirping. So, Mayat. All right. 13, truth and fairness. Truth and fairness. I wouldn't be surprised if in 10 seconds it goes from 408 to 409 just to synchronize Mayat. And 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 9, 8, 7. I'm just counting down to see, right? But here we are, Mayat, truth and fairness. Okay, so we have truth and fairness, intelligence. Ooh. The first one was, change. Truth, intelligence, and change, and fairness. Okay, so whatever happens to the karmics are fair. And whatever judgment we receive, whatever rewards we receive, collective, whatever we receive in regards to when we reach that place, if you are not at the place of realizing the fulfillment yet, or seeing it, or being at the door, right? If you are not just in the waiting pattern, like say I am, if you are still awakening, you're still going through your dark night of the soul, or you're still ascending, you're still going through ego deaths, you're still finding it difficult to release certain things or certain people, you haven't walked away from certain people yet, I can tell you for a fact, in my opinion, my own experience, walking away from the people that no longer serve you is the single greatest decision you can make in your life for your spiritual journey. It's not the cigarettes. It's not the alcohol. Okay? It's not the overbearing job. It's not the overbearing spouse. It's not the overbearing children. It's not the dog or the cat. I guarantee you it's not your parents. The number one decision you can make is walking away from what no longer serves you. And it may include all of those things or none of those things. Okay, again, when I speak of walking away from your kids, I speak of them being of the age of accountability where they can support themselves. Okay, that's what I speak of. Okay, you make sure your heart is clean and right, and your son or daughter, then they are put in a position to see that, and then the ball remains in their court forever. And that's to you, Alexis. Okay? That's to you. Okay? I will never force my beliefs on you. And you get to live your life however you want to because you're almost 30 years old. Okay? We don't have to be a part of each other's lives. Confirmation. We don't have to be. Confirmation, I just got a text message. Or not a text message, but a notification. Something about oh, okay. It was a YouTube notification. So it is 4:11. That is information. There might be an information freeze again. Just trust that the delays are ordered as well. Okay. There can't be a delay without you knowing the original deadline. Think about it like that. So Divine may have wanted, I was hoping, to be in the next chapter by January 1 of 2025. But Divine did not see fit to do that. So guess what? I have no reference point for January 1 or December 31st of 2024. Because even if that was the original end date and there's been delays, I would never know that. So, unless you know specifically a deadline, divine deadline, you really can't say that it's a delay. It's better to say it's just protection. Okay? So thank you so much, Collective. I have enjoyed my time with you. It's 1:22:22 on the video timer. Okay. And 4:13. All right. Any of those times, dates, names, they could be dates. I say 4:13 and it could be April 13th, okay? Or March 14th. However it resonates with you. Okay? That's the beauty of tarot. That's the beauty of spirituality. Okay? Is it is your own interpretation. It's not like the Bible preaching. Okay? It's not like Sunday service. Speaking of which, today is Sunday. It's not like Sunday service. Okay? Where someone stands up there and tells you exactly how you're supposed to be acting. My job is not to tell you exactly how you're supposed to be acting. My job is to demonstrate a way, and then all the other little things you can figure out, okay? Because your mudras may not look like my mudras, okay? They may not, all right? Because I do my own thing. I do my own thing. I do my own thing. I do my own thing, okay? I do my own thing. I do my own thing. I do my own thing, okay? You have your own thing. You may not do your Reiki. One of the most valuable lesson that Michelle taught me, I took the natural healer course. Okay, her name is Michelle. And she's based in Australia. That might be significant for you. But Michelle, the most valuable piece of information Michelle got, that I got from Michelle might have gotten information from me, I don't know. But valuable information that I've gotten from Michelle is that it's not any one set way. And that's what religion teaches. Religion tells you this is the only way to do it. If you do not have communion every first Sunday, you are a sinner and you're going to hell. When the motherfuckers who are serving you the fucking grape juice are the ones who are going to hell, because those are the ones who are doing the witchcraft behind your back. There's that double cheeseburger again. Double portion. We are favored. We don't have good luck. We are favored. From Avarat, on high, the supreme being. My legs are getting warm. We don't do good luck. We're favored. We're blessed. We sow good seed. We reap a harvest. Okay? So thank you so much, Collective. Again, I've definitely enjoyed my time. I needed it. Again, tons of time, seemingly, and not much to do at this moment. Again, that just lets me know that I'm just sitting at the train station waiting for the train to pull up. I hope you got your ticket, collective. My name is Nehru. This is Esoteric Guidance. As always, be encouraged. The purpose of my being on this planet in the flesh form is to help us all become our highest, purest, truest version of ourselves possible. And we do that by recognizing those things that are for our good and those things that are not. Removing those things that are not for our good and elevating those things that are, or accentuating those things that are for our good. So your chakra energy sensors internally are good for you. The crystals that flows up and down your vertebrae is good for you. Gaia, Earth, Anthea is good for you. Okay? These are things and places that we need to spend our time on. Right? So thank you so much as always for being a part of the journey once again. And again too, those who are doing the protective work for us, thank you so much. I continue to send out protection over the collective. And know, Los Angeles is again, and understand and know that if you have high vibrational energy or you are climbing there, you are on your way. Okay, you're not stuck in low vibrational energy or refusing to grow or change. Okay, you will get there. But you have to be faithful. You have to be diligent. You have to be determined. Okay? With faith, time, and patience, we can accomplish almost anything. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey. As always, be encouraged.